Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News. From our London studio, I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with developments affecting thousands of Pakistani families and professionals. Pakistan says it hopes routine processing of U.S. immigrant visas will resume soon after an internal review in Washington, despite a temporary suspension announced by the United States. The pause, effective January 21st, affects Pakistan and 74 other countries, with U.S. authorities citing concerns over reliance on public welfare systems. The U.S. State Department says the move is part of a broader reassessment of immigration policy, with no clear timeline for resumption. Islamabad remains in contact with U.S. officials, warning that prolonged delays could disrupt travel, study, and employment plans for many Pakistani applicants. Turning to travel and mobility news, Pakistan's passport ranking has shown a notable improvement. According to the 2026 Henley Passport Index, Pakistan has climbed to 98th place, up from 103rd last year. The passport now allows visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to 31 destinations, including Barbados, Rwanda, Qatar, and Nepal. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi welcomed the development, calling it a strong achievement and vowing to continue progress, while Singapore retains the top global ranking with access to 192 destinations. In regional developments, Iran has reopened its airspace after a temporary closure that caused widespread flight disruptions. The shutdown, lasting nearly 5 hours, followed heightened tensions linked to internal unrest and fears of possible confrontation with the United States. Several airlines, including Indigo and Air India, were forced to reroute or cancel flights. U.S. President Donald Trump said he received assurances that killings of protesters in Iran have stopped, though he stressed the situation remains under close watch. Despite Tehran's claims of full control, security concerns may still lead global carriers to avoid the region. Pakistan has also welcomed Saudi Arabia's initiative to bring Yemeni factions together for dialogue aimed at ending the long-running conflict in Yemen. The Foreign Office reiterated Islamabad's support for diplomatic efforts and emphasized negotiations as the only sustainable path to peace. Pakistan expressed hope that all Yemeni parties and regional stakeholders will cooperate toward a comprehensive political settlement and long-term stability. Now to climate and development challenges. Pakistan will require an estimated $565.7 billion in investment by 2035 to meet its updated climate commitments under Nationally Determined Contributions 3.0. Officials speaking at a climate finance session in Karachi outlined ambitious targets, including a 30% shift to electric vehicles and raising renewable energy to 60% of the national energy mix. Experts stress that green financing, clear taxonomies, and strong ESG reporting will be essential to attract the required capital and drive sustainable growth. Meanwhile, the Islamabad High Court has stepped in on an environmental issue in the federal capital. The court has ordered an immediate halt to the Capital Development Authority's tree-cutting drive and issued notices to the CDA, the Pakistan Environmental Protection Agency, and the Ministry of Climate Change. For more on this, we're joined by our correspondent Sarah William in Islamabad. Sarah, what's the latest?
The Islamabad High Court's intervention follows growing public concern over the removal of nearly 30,000 paper mulberry trees across the capital. Petitioners argued that the scale of cutting posed serious environmental and health risks, despite official claims that it was meant to reduce pollen allergies. The court has now sought detailed responses from authorities by February 2nd, questioning the justification and planning behind the drive. Environmental officials say replanting with non-allergenic indigenous species has begun, but critics remain skeptical. The case has reignited debate over balancing public health with long-term environmental protection in the city.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update. Finally, a look at the weather. Freezing conditions are gripping much of Balochistan, with the Pakistan Meteorological Department reporting near-zero temperatures in Quetta and Ziarat, and -2 degrees Celsius in Kalat. Dense fog continues to blanket low-lying districts such as Dera Bugti, Jafarabad, Nasirabad, and Sibi, reducing visibility and disrupting travel during early mornings. Authorities are urging residents and drivers to take precautions against extreme cold and fog. Along the coast, Gwadar and Jiwani are seeing milder temperatures, though overall conditions across the province remain cold and dry. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.